3 phase transition, would you still buy small caps that your analysts recommended at the bottom of the range?
I knew I was going to hit that.
Also, this is actually a good follow-on. Should we expect the analysts to make more dramatic shifts in their best ideas during this period? Thanks for all the great work. I think on the second point, you will see, they do bottoms up with kind of our macro overlay, but they come out with ideas that fit our quad framework. They're not always early, but you will see more of that. And I think they did a great job. I mean, frankly, they crushed it with the quad 2 ideas for a long, long time. Obviously, they haven't been working the last 4 to 6 weeks or whatever. But
quad 2, you're pretty much not naked long, but I'm never quite naked long much. But you're definitely net long small cap exposure. The smaller cap, the better the narrative, the better. Hence why, what's her name there, peaked with all of her storytelling.
Yeah.
The ARC ETF peaked in quad 2, right? Yeah. I was actually telling somebody who's quite invested with her that, and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, that's true. It's really good in quad 2. But so there's a couple things you can do. Let's go through it, right? Because I don't want Bill to be on a pancake team. You guys have been doing this forever. He's screaming and crying on Twitter that he got crushed in his PA, which means that he learned a lesson.
Who's Bill?
Bill knows who he is. He likes to whine and complain a lot, but he apparently got annihilated. Some people are getting hurt, and there's these small cap stock picks. Let me tell you about it. If you have as much experience as Bill, you should know this. It's going to happen again. Next cycle, it's going to happen maybe this morning. When the machine changes and you aren't in the process of changing, you will either learn that lesson violently and all at once, or you will deny that it is happening and ask a question like, oh, but your analyst likes it. Yeah, okay. We'll buy him at the low end of the range, 1. And 2, which Bill should also know, you should have that hedged, right? So we got longs and shorts, right? So if I have something like what McGough was talking about, actually, let's use a couple small caps that I would buy today, all right? So if I'm long, I'd be buying Ouster today. I'd be buying, this is not a small cap, but I'll just put it in there because I like the level. Formula One, which the analysts had on the pitch. What else would be something in small cap space that I would buy today? Something maybe like, let's just keep it tight, right? As you recall, when we were in quad 2, I'd buy like 22 different things, right? See how I just put 2 there? So you got that. Let's say that you go to my max in a stock is 3%. First of all, take down your gross exposure to them. So maybe your max goes to 2%. So maybe we got this one, this is, by the way, a $10 billion company, so a bad example. Let's say we take it to 2 instead of 3. So now my exposure to small cap on the long side is lower. That's what you do. You take down your gross exposure to an exposure that doesn't work in the quad, okay? And then secondly, you load this sucker up with a bunch of crap, all right? So let's just put some shorts on the board here, right? So we'll go with this is Plug Power, which is a total joke. This is equally a joke, which is Bill Ackman's SPAC, PSTH. That's small. What else we got going on? Sam Adams, I'd throw that in there. Smaller cap. There's plenty of shorts. Let's just put them all on the board. What we want to do is not actually. Shemach, I got to give you some airtime. Put open in there. See how Clover's acting too. So now if I have 4 shorts and 2 longs, I can be neutral to small cap factor exposure. Again, if this, in summary, is 5% short, right? So you whack it up the way you want to add it up. Now my short book's much bigger, right? And I can't use those stocks because my analysts recommend them, long and short, okay? So that is the professional way to do this, Bill, right? It is not professional to sit there and complain and whine and bitch and moan, right? It is what it is. It's what people do. And it's okay. It's okay for me to call you out on that. But it's also okay for you to evolve. And again, whether it's Bill or it's Bob or it's Sally Mae, that's how you do this, right? That's how you do this. Anybody who's learning the lesson of Captain Stock Picker for the first time, I get that, right? Again, with a pizza box, you can do other things too. And the fact of the matter is that this game is not easy when you get out of quad 2. And that's what's happening now. And by the way, it's not just Bill, Bob, Sally Mae, and Sally Joe Blow. Whatever. It's everyone. The hedge fund community. I was talking to Mike Taylor in the afternoon. Wouldn't care if I told you this. Mike was just he talks to a lot of hedge fund managers, I do too. There's pain out there. A lot of pain. What happens when you go through the pain? As I said, do you quit the race or do you change your position before they do? Because guess what? Winning the game means you got to beat somebody. And if you all want to lose together and whine and cry about it, you do that. But we don't play that way.